Chat, today we need to do something really important. I haven't been here in 2 weeks. I need to catch up on the Iran deal, why Fox is making a deal with Roku, and if that's good or bad. Also, Elon Musk became a trillionaire recently. So here's the idea. I think it's important to stay up to date, but I also want to be lazy about it, and I want to play video games after. I want to do this in like as little detail as possible so that I can like do quick hits of staying updated and being a good little Gen Z American, and then I want to play some freaking video games after that. That is the idea. That is the plan. That is the type of streamer I want to be. I'm interested in how the world is gonna like shape up to be what it's gonna be as I continue in my like young adult life, and me and all my friends have to like deal with all of the consequences. For some reason, Fox is doing a deal with Roku. I just discovered this today. This is the share of US watch time. I don't know if you know this, but YouTube is on top. It is above Disney, it's above Fox, but here it's saying that Fox would be above Netflix and Paramount and stuff if they merge with Roku. That's why they're doing it, I guess. Fox has a $22 billion deal to buy Roku to try and like get ahead in the streaming wars. Looks like it's working. If they get more share of watch time than Paramount, that had to spend like 100 billion to acquire like Warner Bros, or 110 billion. For Fox, it means bringing more eyeballs to its live programming and selling more digital TV ads. Does any of you here have Roku? Like, if you have Roku, aren't you gonna be like pretty upset you're being like forced Fox TV ads on you? Like that, in my head, that's why this is making the news so much, is that like so many people have Roku that if Fox News is doing a deal with them, then they're gonna get digital ads for Fox while trying to watch their Roku TV. And that's Fox's contribution to the streaming wars. I feel like it's explaining it to me like I'm 5, but that's literally what I need because I've been gone. Fox will promote its content and apps to 100 million global households that subscribe to Roku. It feels a little stinky. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. It's smart. It's a little like forceful to Roku users in my view. Fox shares plunge following news. Best highlight I've ever done. So anywho, that happened. I have no analysis beyond that. Next, this is not a piece of reporting, it's just a meme. Greenland is now asking Trump to invade, and they are hoping to secure a similar deal to the one Iran got. I kind of just wanted to leave it at that. All of the blue countries represent ones that are in favor of the nuclear agreement. There's just one problem. It's from Obama White House archives.gov. This is the countries that were approving of the Obama deal. It says nuclear physicists, military officials, voiced support for the Iran nuclear deal. The nuclear deal that we had under Obama, and it seems like the experts are saying this is not as good as the deal that Obama had. I want to play video games. I'm moving on. Here's an actual piece of reporting just so I can say that I attempted. Brookings Institution's Suzanne Maloney and then Carnegie's Karim Sajapour. Sorry if I totally butchered that. Maloney says that the big picture is that Iranians believe that they have achieved not just the survival that they were going for in the preservation regime, but a position that's like better. But the thing that I was trying to understand is like when they're talking about their proxies, this deal kind of uniquely allows it to protect its proxies. It doesn't really go over it here. It kind of is good for Iran because it protects Hezbollah and like the Houthis in Yemen. Like I know they want the nuclear program to go away, but again, like you're ending the war and you don't have this yet. That's kind of frustrating. I mean, I think for the negotiations, the blockade was decent. That was like the one good thing that the US did, like strategically. Straits back open, which it was before the war. So we didn't really get anything other than things back to the way they were. And Iran saying they're not going to charge tolls, but they might charge fees. Charging tolls is illegal. That's just something I saw, but I think they're going to try to charge some fees. The deal gives Iran access to 300 billion in private funds towards investments in Iran. That's why this person posted this. Trump's deal regarding the Iran stuff is going pretty well for Iran. So if Greenland could get invaded, I don't have the time to look into what all the assets are and why it's important because I need to be playing video games now. But there's one more thing to do. Elon Musk has over $1 trillion now. I love living my life as a Gen Z man, just knowing that records are being broken and history is being made. I didn't think I'd get to see it in my lifetime. The main takeaway, I'm just going to give it to you straight off the bat. It's definitely vastly overvalued. Fears that it's overvalued, like that's downplaying it a little bit. $1.7 trillion and context of a company that was like losing 4 billion is kind of wild. The main people taking part in this IPO are Elon Musk glazers, people that are really bullish on the idea that you're definitely going to have AI data centers in space pretty soon, and that's not going to be like a super difficult thing to achieve. Like they're really taking Elon at his word and that his timelines are going to be way better than they always have been. And then the XAI did like horrible. Investors of SpaceX, once they combine it with XAI, it's like a bailout. Like they called this a tumor. It's valued at 92 times its trailing sales. You're just betting that he can like achieve everything that he's saying and just his ability to create hype. That's why Tesla got overvalued. Teslas are nice. I rode in a $100,000 Model X during my vacation and it was awesome. I think Teslas are cool, but I think Elon Musk is a real stinker. All of the criticism is coming from the fact that it's pretty doubtful that this would happen. Starlink has a total addressable market of 1.6 trillion. Starlink is actually kind of cool. Maybe the best thing that Elon Musk has done. Morningstar estimates that it's like 10 times less than that. Cool. We're gonna play video games. I forgot to mention something. The only reason that they were able to IPO so fast is that the NASDAQ fucking fast-tracked them. I think the S&P 500 didn't want to do it. These different indexes wanted SpaceX to become public on their index so badly that they were willing to relax some of the rules. Like NASDAQ got rid of like the profitability requirements so that SpaceX could just like be automatically bought by a bunch of people's retirement passively. That's why people are afraid of the overvaluation. If it's overvalued now and like people's retirement is buying it, like it's kind of risky. But yeah, that's the reporting on it. That's why people are worried about how overvalued that the SpaceX thing is. I don't want to talk about it more. Don't ask me about SpaceX while I'm playing Mario Kart. What would one do with $1 trillion? Wouldn't it also be kind of beast to just still not pay your student loans? That'd be crazy. You're kind of a basic ass bitch. Really? Mountain home, beach home, city home? Really? I mean, it would be awesome though. I'm not invited to the beach house? Fine, you can pay off your student loans. If everything gets inflated enough, your student loans will be over $1 trillion. Oh my God. Yo, I haven't played video games in so long. I feel like a kid. Dude, I'm like Elon Musk. I want to be #1. That's what I need. Also, I need $1 trillion. The current question that I'm asking chat, if you had $1 trillion, what would you do with it? I have not yet answered, I'm realizing. Also, I'm realizing this car has horrible drift. And then I'm gonna have to learn a new map while trying to think about what I would do with $1 trillion, a question I've not thought about. And then I made fun of Cheryl for saying mountain home, beach home, city home, and called her a basic bitch. And then I was no longer invited to the beach home. But I can still come to the mountain home and the city home, so suck it. I forgot how to get on rails. Okay, so that one you can just drive on, but there's another thing where you have to like, there's like a way to jump up. Oh, it's that. You hold this down. Oh my God, wait, I never locked in. I didn't realize I'm still in third. I've literally been doing the thing. Just ignoring what place I'm in and trying to... Oh, hold on, let me actually try to get first. I realized I haven't been trying this whole time. Also, a little bit of luck never hurts. The birthday party? You know, I want a party for making $1 trillion. I think just have $1 trillion, keep it, and like don't solve any of the world problems. Wouldn't that be sick? Swamp is gonna buy 40 supercars and play bumper cars with them. That's a drop in the bucket if you have $1 trillion. You know what I mean? 200,000 for a car. That's the price of some people's houses. Also, some supercars are like $600,000. Also, some are like 2 million, and it's like a 1 of 40 in the world. If you bought 40, do the math. What's $40? Fuck. 40 times 2 million. You're gonna need to do a lot more spending, Swamp. You'd have 3 times the GDP of Iran. What is this? Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so I guess that's for getting onto high railings. I'm so impressed with how this game looks that I keep just like not trying. I'm just like, I love how bright and cool this map looks. I'm acting like I haven't played a video game in years because I really haven't been gaming consistently for the past few years. That was a different sound effect in previous games. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, is that new? This feels like something that was in like an older Mario Kart game that they brought back though. Literally slowed me down. I thought it would make me faster. Whoa! All right, there we go. Easy game. Now I'm looking for opportunities. I mean, I'm not that far ahead, so I probably shouldn't, but I'm looking for opportunities to try tricks. Oh shit. Okay, that wasn't really a direct line, and I think that literally slowed me down, but it was cool. Yeah, it literally slowed me down. Oh my God, that was so risky. All right, so with $1 trillion, you're gonna buy 70 tons of food. Why 70? Why 70? I should have read the rest of the message. Oh, I recognize this track. Or not this track as in the Mario Kart track, but like this, I recognize this music track. Oh, it's from Luncheon Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. What in the name? Oh, did that just give me another item? Okay. I thought I was gonna do something crazy. Can I snipe him? Can I snipe him? No. I feel like I'm watching this in 4K, even though this is 1080p. And I know the Switch 2 can do more than that, but my capture card just like, I need a better capture card. Pterodactyl. I like the sound that the green shell makes. I would spend my $1 trillion on voice actors for sound effects and then have them make me a bunch of custom sound effects for this game. And I would spend many million, I don't know how I'd spend $1 trillion, but I'd spend many millions of dollars on paying modders of video games really well to get them to put any sound effect that I want into any game to replace all of the Mario Kart sound effects with whatever I want. And I'll let someone else solve world hunger. Elon will do it, right? Like, why would I need $1 trillion? Elon's gonna fix everything. Hell, he's gonna send us to Mars. And when you go to Mars, you're not hungry. You're on Mars. Something from Mario Kart Wii. It's like a DK. What am I even saying right now? Okay, I feel like I need to be riding on these walls, no? Woo! That was lap 4 of 4? Oh, that was just one of those, also really short. Okay, next use of $1 trillion. You're going to buy an aircraft carrier so you can have a bigger navy than half the world. How much does it cost? It's only 13 bill for the USS Gerald R. Ford. I'll just leverage my stock against it. You got $1 trillion, you could buy, how many USS Gerald R. Fords is that? Roughly 100 billion to get 10 of them. You could get 100 aircraft carriers. I haven't done anything exciting in this game. That was kind of sick. It's kind of mid, actually. But I had fun. Look how fun this is. Whoop! Was there any purpose to that? It looks dope. Oh, they're mogging me. I don't like being mogged. I have $1 trillion. You can't do that to me. I'm Elon Musk. I am incredibly and conceivably wealthy. You, the average American household, is closer in wealth to Larry Page, co-founder of Google, who has like 200-something billion dollars, than he is to me. I am many more billions of dollars ahead of him than he is of you. Buy 700 million tons of food, send it over to the North Korea. What does that even mean? Collapse their entire government. Yeah, that would work, I think. We got 3D Temple Run. Temple Run was like 2.5D, no? What would a YouTuber say? What would a successful YouTuber say in this moment? I need to work on my commentary. All I can say is this game looks good. It sounds good. I like the soundtrack. Dude, if you had $1 trillion, you could stop obsessing over nuclear weapons and instead make a whole new weapon. You could just make like a little Glock and then use your $1 trillion to invest in a weapon that you don't even need to detonate. But as soon as you use it,
assuming that you have not been lacking, you should easily be able to replicate the compression effects of a chemically fueled implosion assembly nuclear weapon explosive lens with your bare hands to force the fissile uranium into supercriticality, causing an exponential growth of nuclear chain reactions that releases
the full force of 26 trillion joules of energy
into the surrounding environment.
Wouldn't that be sick? I'm using these streams to try and get back into gaming. So my hope is that I can like make something unique on Twitch, make something unique on YouTube. Subscribe if you believe in the cause and if you want $1 trillion.